Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode on the luckygem server. We do have a few things we need to talk about in this video. First things first, the hole is completely mined out, which is absolutely crazy looking. Like it just is. I've been working on this project for months and we finally completed the excavation. Now we do need to get all these walls mined out so then we can add our own. Now, if you're wondering what sort of walls we're going to have, I'll show you it now. So this right here is what our future walls will look like. Now, this is absolutely insane because each and every single one of these blocks are in the tens of thousands, which is going to take a very long time to collect. The bottom layer is black wool, then it goes to blackstone, then cracked polished blackstone bricks into cracked nether brick. And we'll have to fly up because we're so slow. And then I think it goes to nether brick and then to red nether brick. So we have a bunch of materials to gather. And now we're going to build farms to make sure we can get this sorted. Now you'll probably see there's glass on the floor. Now we are going to get rid of the bedrock. And to do that we're going to use a mod called Fabric Bedrock Miner. Which automatically creates a little machine to break the bedrock. As long as you have the materials in your inventory, you can break bedrock. We're going to do that, but guess what? The mod has not updated yet. And everything you see, so these are like 6 levels higher, 6 Y levels higher. We need to drop them down. So this is going to be our glow squid farm. This one's going to be our slime farm. And we're going to have various other farms here. And look, it's going to look so good. There's going to be a hole in the middle, somewhere around here. Or on this side. Whatever side, there's going to be a giant hole. And that's where you're going to have all the farmable materials just get collected there into shulker boxes and then into chests. But I am extremely happy with how this turned out. It's a really, really cool gradient. Now we're back on the luckygem server and I'm stuck at looking at these walls. What I have been trying to do is get as many ores out of these walls as possible and covering up so it looks something like this. So at least we got something out of it. And mining all these walls and big chunks out, we did in fact get just over a stack and a half of diamond blocks. But when you look what's in this chest here, we've got 27 stacks of diamonds. It is absolutely insane. Go to stats, go to items, go to times mined. 573,000 deep slate mined. 326,000 stone. And if we scroll down a little bit more, we'll see the diamonds, which will have a rainbow effect on. 3,299 deep slate diamond ore mined, which is absolutely bonkers. You're probably wondering how the shulker farm's doing. Let me show you. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shulker boxes full of shulker shells, which is absolutely overpowered as anything. We extended these towers here, and these are going to be water bubble elevators, and we added a ring around it, or a square around it, should I say. Now, if we go over here, and the speed 2 beacon, oh, it's so nice. We are going to bring this land all the way up because on the schematic you'll see the red nether brick. Now it does look quite good, and what we can do is add a secondary wall for a Mars themed gradient which is going to fill on top of all this land here. We are going to smooth the land out anyways, but this will give us a great idea what it's going to look like. I can't wait till this is finally done so we can work on other projects. This right here is going to be our drown farm eventually. That's why it's laid out. That's a perfect area for a drown farm since it's all river biome. So we have updated to 1.21.10 and it has brought all the copper variants, the chains, the lanterns, the tools, the armor, the lot. And it is going to be very exciting to use that eventually, but we're not going to mess around with it today. Do you want to join the luckygem server today? Well, the link in the description will take you to our Discord, fill out an application, and you are all set to go. What I don't like is the fact that these updates are coming out very frequent, like 2 to 3 months, and there's a brand new update adding brand new things. 1.21.10 is more for bug fixes for 1.21.9. I hope they change the duration of the updates to 6 months and have 2 a year. I feel like that's so much better, especially for plugin devs and mods that create the best gaming experience out there. I don't like the fact that I have to update plugins so often than anything. Like playing the game, configuring the plugins, because they break every single update. Every single plugin that I have configured gets reset every update, so it just does my head in. I'm just flying around the Nether Farms area on top of the bedrock, and the one farm we are missing is actually Netherwart. So we are going to make an overworld Netherwart farm. It's not going to be too big, but it's going to be big enough so we can get at least 1,000 of them per harvest. And we have something to show you. So we have a painting, and we're just going to go over to this structure here, which is where our chest room is. Now I've got something to show you that's very, very convenient for builders and for all players, to be honest. So you get a painting, regular painting, you go to a stone cutter, put the painting in the stone cutter, and you got access to every single painting in the game. Now if you get every single one of them, place it down, you do get an advancement on Lucky Gem. So this is very, very good. So I'm going to get all the materials ready so we can build this Netherwart farm. Right in front of us is a Nether tree farm, which farms the Nylium and Crimson. And we're going to have the Netherwart farm somewhere down here, and it's going to go across this side. And we're going to use water to flush it, and it's not going to be too big. We are going to do some maths and decide how wide we're going to build it, because you can build as wide as you possibly can, doesn't matter, or as long as you want. As long as you have that staircase where water can flow down quite nicely, there's no stopping you from size. So we're going to get the material list ready right now. So we're going to build it here, and it's going to make its way up to here, and then what we'll do is bring this land up as a slope, which would be kind of cool, because then we can just go in a spider web and, you know, make it look cool. So let's get this time lapse rolling. The Netherwart farm is complete. There is 9 layers, and stretching across goes 12 blocks. The first layer is 8, the rest is 7, and the top one is 6 blocks long. So we get a lot of Netherwart, and as you can see, some of them are starting to be fully matured. We're going to the chest, we've got a lot left over, which is very exciting. So we just need to be in this area and load this farm, harvest it when we need to, and then replant. It's going to be the most tricky bit. So what we're going to focus on now is building a sheep farm to get wool. Now we do not have any colourful wool farms set up, so we have to set one of those up, as well as just strictly having black wool as a farmable resource, so we can get the first layer at least all done. So we're going to get all the materials ready for that, and I'll show you that replay footage of building the sheep farm. So the replay footage of this sheep farm has not came out the way it's supposed to, so in the description there'll be a link to a tutorial on how to build the sheep farm step by step. So we have fully built this sheep farm. We just need to get the sheep in. I made this little piston door here to get in and out, and this is where the floor level is going to be. So when you come over to the sheep farm, yes, there's loads of grass behind, just so if it turns into dirt, it can replenish itself. And this is what it looks like. It's the standard sheep farm. So there's 16 different modules for 16 different colors, and every single one of these colors are going to be black. Once we've got enough black wool, we're going to turn it into different colors. This is the output here. This will be turned into different colors of shulkers, and we could just pick it up and move it away. The hardest thing is getting the sheep in, and guess where we're going to have to get them from? The roof. So now we need to put scaffolding everywhere. So the last of the sheep are finally in. Oh, I left some scaffolding. Let's get rid of this real quick before I show you. So let's make our way into the 1x2. Now, this was hard, let me tell you. They are so stubborn. Learn them with wheat into here. Oh my god, never again. I am never building it this high, ever. So we'll just jump down here. We're going here. And we've got 2 sheep in every pod. And there's 16 pods, so we'll get 32 sheep. Let's see how much wool we actually have. So far we've got 7, we've got 10, 17, 22, 24, 28, 30, 33, 39. Maybe we can get a stack. That's 41. One more in there. 2 in here, 4 in there, that's not too bad, and 6 in here. So we've got 54 in a short period of time. That's not too bad at all. Now I did go overboard with the grass, so I've got grass all around the backside, and I've got grass under here. So apparently hoppers don't get rid of grass, it just keeps it the same, which is really good. So as you can see, the full sheep are there. Once they eat the grass, it will detect from the observer and activate the dispenser, which has the shears, which shear them, and that's how you get the drops. There's a minecart hopper shoved inside of a block. Underneath that is a hopper, and that's how we have a full line of containers to get the items. The thing that we need most of is actually cracked nether brick. Now we do have an auto super smelter, and this is very, very good because it smelts it like 8 times fast. So we're just going to get our block back. There we are. And all you got to do is shift right click on this board and drop in a full inventory with our blocks, and it'll distribute it evenly across these 6, 7, 8 hoppers. Obviously this needs to be closer to the glowstone, so we'll have to get rid of these, or some of them, and realign them so it goes over the 8 hoppers. Because if we press F3 and B, the hitboxes, let's see if we can find a perfect one. Here, look, the edges cover every single hopper, and that's what we'll want. So that saves us a bunch of time. And now what we need to do now is start crafting some of these bricks. Would you call this a prank? Because you kind of graffitied my arena. So I guess the pranks have started. So Mossy Darkling, you better watch out. I'm coming for you. So we're over at the bottom farm, and this has been set up for quite a while now. So if we just go down here, I'll show you what this farm or contraption does. So this is my bartering farm, and it has around about 128 piglins or hoglins or whatever you want to call them. And what you're going to do is go in here, get your gold, stand on this trapdoor and throw it all against this iron bar here. Stand in the middle, open the shulker and drop the entire inventory in the shulker box. After you close it, it gets detected that something's inside of the shulker and activates a circuit here which pushes a piston, goes into the barrel, and then I set up a hopper chain going underneath into this dispenser here. And this is a silent item dropper, which is very good. To drop an elevator, goes all the way up and it reaches the top. Hopper chain going into a shulker unloader, because it all goes into shulkers. Shulker unloader. Up here is where your empty shulker is going to go. And this is an item sorter, which is very good. So if I have a look, we've got items going in very nicely. The thing is with this farm or contraption, it's very, very slow. It just is. So in here we've got all the blackstone. Next we need polished cracked blackstone bricks, and then we need nether bricks, we need cracked nether bricks, and we need red nether bricks. So it's all nether related, and it's going to take a very long time. A lot of time has passed since the last clip, and we have doubled our sheep farm now. We've got 32 sheeps, one in each pod, not two, and we've set them all for black wool, and these colors here will represent what color wool we'll get in the future. And the way the last design worked, it wasn't efficient at all. This is, and I found this design on the server by CLEANEST. So I will make a tutorial on this, and it will be linked down below in the description. But we are 75% done for the material list. Let's get the other 25% done now. So it's been a few days, and we have got every single material. Now this took a very long time. So let's get these walls added in a time lapse. One quarter of the walls have been done, and this took a while. I've still got quite a lot of materials over, but I separated the shulker boxes into 4 different areas. And look at the size and scale of this. It is magnificent. Now, I'm going to do something that you've never ever seen before. So I'm going to come over here. We're going to make a portal, and we're going to fast forward building this. So we're just going to set a portal up. So 1, 2, 3. I think it's one more. It should be. And then drop down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to enter. And then watch all these walls get filled in. So we have managed to do all these walls. So let me get some rockets, and we will fly all the way up so you can see. Now this was a long project, but I'm very happy with the outcome. The next couple of videos after this will be building farms, making sure the terrain is ready to get redesigned. But yeah, this base is coming along quite nicely, and I'm very happy. Down here, the plan was to remove the bedrock. However, the mod to break bedrock is no longer updated, which means we are stuck with this bedrock on the bottom of the hole. Now, as you can see, if we go further down this way, it's not fully done. However, we can do this off camera, no problem. I was waiting for that mod to update for like at least 3 days, but this will be easy peasy lemon squeezy to update. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more videos like this in the future, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.